Ian, thanks so much for coming and thanks for talking later tonight. Just wanted to kind of grab a couple of minutes with you now just to ask you a topic that I know is something you're interested in at the moment. But at the moment, I think there's an interesting point to make around technology leadership, because we all know that technology has changed dramatically over the last 20 years. And I suppose the question I have is, do you feel that the technology leaders of today reflect that change, or do you feel like there needs to be more change in the leadership in the space? Or?
I think it's a very big question, because we talk a lot about technology transformation, and actually the technology's transforming a lot of what we do. I guess the biggest challenge we've got is the transformation we need in our leadership and in our people. It's interesting that in the Harvey Nash survey, one of the biggest findings in that survey is about the concerns around talent. Not just retaining talent, but actually finding good talent to start with. And I think that's a big issue for us, because we're entering into a different time in technology when the customer and the consumer is king. And inside our technology organizations, we spend a lot of time managing the back out to the front. And now we're going to manage the front into the back. And it requires a different technique, different set of skills, and it's a challenge. Not all those skills are out there.
Yeah, that's really interesting. Part of the technology skills map's become kind of a front page news piece now, hasn't it? And more people are talking about putting the consumer first. Is that something that you've felt a lot throughout your career, or in the last 10 years of your career? You found more and more talk about
I spent 10 years in media before I went into insurance broking, and the media industry got the shift in power from the editor to the reader. They got the shift in dynamic from a tell scenario to a conversational scenario. That's okay in media, but that's actually happening across the board. You know, we have more opportunities to listen to our customers and engage with them than we've ever had before. And actually, a lot of the time, we don't need all the, the hype around big data analytics. We're operating at a time when the customer and the consumer is more prepared to tell us about our service than ever before. So actually, one of the biggest skills we need is just to have great listening.
It's really interesting. Well, we look forward to hearing what you've got to say later. Thanks very much for talking to us now.
Pleasure.